she's baked. An Alaskan, so baked. An Alaskan.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Baked Alaskan. How are you today? It's MS Monday, and I thought this video was going to be late today. Hi Remy. But, and I'll tell you why. Because I got a call that I got my replacement MRI scheduled for, today at 8:10 p.m. Well, no. They just said 8:10. They didn't say p.m. So I went for 8:10 a.m. And they told me it was for 8:10 p.m. So now I have to find a way to get to the hospital because the bus that I take doesn't go there in the evening. And I really don't want to pay $40 in hi buddy, cab fare, but I just might. I don't know. There's another bus, but I have to go downtown to get to it, so. Well, that's good. Trying a fruit water. Where's the camera? It's got pineapple and passion fruit. Remy. I don't know if you saw any of that. It's sparkling and it's only 40 calories per bottle. That was not an ad. This is the first time I've had it. And I kind of like it. So. No sponsorship here. Anyways. So. I have an MRI today. So I thought we could talk about MRIs. A necessary evil in a lot of our conditions. Particularly MS. I get a MRI once a year at the minimum. Hi, buddy. Usually in the spring, because that's when I was diagnosed. So, I'm right on schedule for this one. I think last year it was July because there was a mix-up, and but that's not really important. I have some really terrible hair today, and Remy is going away. So MRIs, a necessary evil. Personally, I don't mind them. I don't have a total fear of small spaces. I do take... Hi, buddy. I do take a lorazepam when I go for my MRI, which is why I'm really doped up right now. I apologize, but I thought I was going for an MRI, so I took my lorazepam, and now I get to be like this all day. So some things that you can do for getting yourself used to it is bring earplugs. Sometimes they give you earplugs. Gosh, he's being really annoying. Hey! Hey! Stop. You're gonna knock shit over. So earplugs. If you've had an MRI, you know what it sounds like. It's a giant magnet, so it sounds like chunk, 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 chunk. Depending on how fast or what test they're doing or where the test is, I don't really know the different sounds for the different places, but I know it sounds differently when they're doing different stuff. So, it's really loud. Some machines are louder than others. Like the newer machines are quieter, but some machines are bigger. So they're louder too. Like if the bore is larger, the machine is louder. So I always make sure to bring a pair of shorts because they always put me in a gown, and the pants don't really fit me very well and I'm very uncomfortable. So I always bring my own shorts with no metal in them, no metal button. And I try to leave my jewelry at home because you can't have any metal in the machine. It's a giant magnet. So if you're wearing a piercing or whatever, take it out. You don't want that. What else? Sorry guys, I'm really faded right now. I am working through this as fast as I can. Bear with me. My favorite thing about the MRI is the warm blankets. I want a blanket warmer and somebody that stocks it for me because that shit is amazing. But seriously. So if you have earplugs, you can kind of dull the annoying chunking noises. I don't really go for it. I just go in there and kind of find a quiet space in my head. I do a meditation practice called guided meditation where I walk myself down some steps in my mind and into a forest that opens up onto a creek that flows through this forest. Flows through the forest. Sorry, I just need another drink. So once the act of walking down the stairs one at a time kind of relaxes the mind and trains it to go where you want it to go next. Your happy place can be anywhere. But I always start with the stairs because I know what they look like in my head. I've imagined them many, many, many times. And when I get to the bottom, I feel relaxed. And I'm able to focus on the next part, which is the happy place and the detail there. And the detail in my forest will keep me busy in my head for quite some time. And I will actually fall asleep during the process in the MRI machine. That's what happens when you have two cats that are high-strung. Hi, Jackson. You just scared the shit out of your brother. Remy, it's okay. He's over here. I think that's a little payback. So, getting back to that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a rare person that is able to fall asleep in the MRI machine, but if you can, let me know. I'm interested to know how many other people can do it. Or if it's something that happens often. Like if it just turns into white noise and you just blank out and go to sleep. That would be amazing. But, I mean, that's what happens for me. If you are going for your first MRI, things to expect, at least here in Canada, remove all your jewelry, prepare to remove your bra if you're female, put on scrub tops and bottoms, and yeah. And then if you bring, like I said before, the earplugs. Some people will bring a mask because they'd rather not open their eyes during the whole process. A lot of times you can ask them to put a cloth over your eyes because sometimes they tape your eyes shut anyways. There's all different ways different nurses do it. So, but it's always best to keep your eyes closed when you're in the machine anyways. So a blindfold or a towel over your eyes is advisable. Now you gotta stay super still when you're in there. So if you're like me, I fidget a lot with anxiety, and I take lorazepam before my MRI always. It just keeps me calmer. It just keeps me I don't know. I've done it once without it, and I did not have a good experience. Another thing you might expect if you're having an MRI for MS is the contrast dye being put into your veins. There's a lot of contradicting information about the dye that they put in your bloodstream. I don't know how I feel about it. You know, I've had it done to me a few times, and I didn't really have any side effects from it, but I know that it can be bad for some people. And if it makes your image of your brain and your spinal cord come out better, so the doctors can interpret them, I think that, you know, otherwise the whole experience is for naught, right? So keep that in mind. I think I babbled on long enough. I'm just going to end this by saying, if you've had an MRI and I've missed something, please put it down below. If you have a strategy for your MRI, please put it down below. If you've never had an MRI and you have a question, feel free to drop it down below. I will do my best to answer it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your Monday is not as screwed up as mine. But you know what? It's Monday, so it's to be expected, and I am just going to go back to bed because I got time, and this lorazepam is kicking my ass. And I did medicate before I left as well, so I'm in the ether. Alright, everybody. I hope you have enough medicine today. Hope that smiles come easy. And I hope you're taking care of your friends and your neighbors. Be well out there.